Okay. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. We don't have a guest. I just had some stuff that I wanted to talk to you all about that's super, super important and really exciting. And we'll have a guest on next week. But anyway, so I want to talk for any of you guys who are new. If you are still in your first 10 days as a distributor, you can buy conference tickets and get early bird pricing and get the coupon codes to let 20 people join your team for $20. So if you don't know what conference is, it is huge. It happens at the very end of January. It's like January 31st through February 2nd. And it's absolutely amazing. I went to my first conference in 2015. I bought my conference ticket as an executive, I think. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford to get to conference. I didn't have any idea how I was going to get there. When I bought the ticket, my husband was like, "What are you doing? Weren't you just talking about possibly quitting that business a couple of weeks ago? And now you're buying tickets for a conference for it?" And I was like, "I don't know. People said get there. It changes lives. It'll change your business. So, I bought the ticket. I'll figure out the details later." He's like, "You can't afford to fly to Florida. Like, you can't afford a hotel. What are you going to do?" I said, "I don't know. I'll figure it out." And it was like a month before conference that I ended up posting in our team page. And I just said, "Who's going to conference and lives in Northern Illinois and is driving and has a spot in their hotel room?" And somebody volunteered, and I carpooled with this girl that I'd never met before. And I stayed in a hotel with her and some other girls. And we ate super, super cheap. And it was a completely life-changing experience. Just not just for my business. It was totally life-changing for my business, but just being there, being surrounded by people who weren't afraid to be true to themselves, weren't afraid to dream big, weren't afraid to do things that weren't necessarily normal. And it was just very, very cool. And then to be there and hear people on stage talking about what this business has done for them and how it's completely changed everything in their life. And then hearing where they came from. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are just normal people. Like, these aren't girls who had like a degree in networking or marketing or anything like that. I just realized I've been like unclipped since we were walking around Hobby Lobby. Last year, after I was like nursing Emmett in my living room, and we had a contractor giving us a bid for the basement. And I just got up and like walked downstairs, and I was talking to Matt and the contractor, and Matt's like, "Sarah, like, your boob's out." Anyway, so but conference, it's absolutely amazing getting to hear the stories of these people who are on stage living the lives of their dreams, the lives of our dreams, like the life that we picture for ourselves. And we're like, there's no way I can ever have that. They're living that life, but they started out just like that. It's just absolutely incredible. And then the worship night, like, everything's amazing. So even if you don't know where you're going to be a couple of months from now, if any tiny part of you is like, I really want to be successful in this. I joined because I saw somebody posting about how this business was completely transforming their life. And I want that to happen for me. And I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know what that'll look like. I don't know, like, if I'm capable of that. But if a tiny part of you is thinking any of these things, you need to get a conference ticket. Even if you missed the early bird pricing, get a conference ticket and figure out how you're going to get there later. If it comes down to you putting it on a credit card and paying it off with your tax refund, like, whatever you have to do, I promise you, you will not regret it. What you will regret is not going and watching everybody else get their lives completely transformed and you going, well, I'm not going to miss the next one. Like, don't be that person. Make it for this one. I went to conference as an emerald, and 2 months later I was a triple diamond, and I earned $150,000 in bonuses just because conference just lit that inside of me and woke me up to truly what we had our hands on here. And I was just ready to run after that. So get to conference. For all of you guys who are enrolling new distributors, make sure that as you are enrolling new teammates, you are making it clear to them that conference is a really big deal and that they get this one-time chance to order their conference tickets in their first 10 days, and they can get the early bird pricing and the 20 coupons for people to join for $20. And that also, you know, not only is that going to set them up for going to conference, which you guys, you want your teams to be at conference too. You want to be at conference, you want your teams at conference, because, you know, you want to all rise up together. You want to be able to sit in the stands together and get excited about this opportunity and where you're going to go and make a pact that you're going to run. So you want your team there. But as your new distributors are getting their early bird tickets and they're getting these coupons, if they can sign even 3 distributors with those coupons, that's 3 $100 fast start bonuses. That's going to pay them back for their starter or for their conference ticket right there because of the early bird pricing. It's like $239 or something. If they sign all 20 people with those coupons, that's almost a full diamond chart. They're going to be set up to earn that $1,000 ruby bonus. They're going to be earning that $5,000 emerald bonus. And they're going to be close to set up for diamond and 20 fast start bonuses. That's $2,000. So they're already set up for $8,000 just in bonuses over the next 60 days, just by ordering that $239 conference ticket. And then if they can actually get themselves to conference, I mean, if they earn $8,000 in bonuses, there should be no reason that they can't make it to conference. But yeah, that's just even better then. So that's what I want you guys to be really, really encouraging your new distributors to do. And then make sure that you're going yourself, because it's so much easier to tell somebody to do something if you're doing it too. So that's one thing. And then guys, I know the holidays are upon us. Okay. So next week is Thanksgiving. Like, where the heck did this year go? Next week is Thanksgiving, and then it's Christmas next month. And I know that everybody has family stuff going on. Like, you're going to be visiting people, you're going to be traveling, and you're going to be spending a lot of time with family and friends. And it's going to be very tempting to say, you know what, I'm just going to put my business on the back burner for a couple of months and I'll pick it back up after the holidays. And I want to urge you guys to not do that. Are you smiling at me? Hi. I want to urge you guys to not do that, because here's what's coming. In January, February, and March is our boom time. It is the boom time because people are coming back from the holidays and they're making New Year's resolutions, right? And what are the top 2 things that people make resolutions about? I want to get healthier, or I want to make more money. And we have the answer for both of those things. So that is when our boom hits. We also have conference. So people come back from conference more like on fire for this than ever before. And that means that our businesses in January, February, and March explode. Oh yeah, and tax returns. Tax returns happen. All of a sudden people have money. What happens when people have money that they don't know what to do with? Then all of a sudden, like, they're going to spend it on the first thing that gets offered to them, and that's going to be you. But so for me, my first boom season in this business, I went from an emerald to a triple diamond. Emerald in January, and then I promoted to diamond at the end of January, and I was a triple diamond by March. How did I do that? Because there was this just crazy wave of momentum that happened. But where I created that momentum was in the work that I was doing in October, November, and December. So some of you guys right now, like I said, you're going to be tempted to put your business on the back burner because of the holidays. Or maybe you're like, well, I'm not really getting any results anyway right now, so I'm just going to like push it to the side and then I'll pick it up in January, February, and March. Don't do that. Even if you aren't seeing the results right now, even if you aren't seeing the enrollments, or you're watching other people promote while you're not promoting, or you want to promote and you're pushing so hard for it, you're talking to so many people, but like the customers just aren't signing, the distributors just aren't joining. That is okay. All right. Because if you talk to enough people and you do it consistently enough, you are going to sign people now. You are going to get those distributors now. You are going to get customers now. Our team, we're blowing it up. Okay. But the people who are signing customers and distributors right now, you know what? They planted those seeds months ago. So maybe you weren't in the business yet, or maybe you were in the business, but you were taking a break for the summer. So you're kind of seeing that slow season hit right now because you weren't hustling a few months ago, or you weren't even in the business. So I want to encourage you to just keep talking to people, because you are going to find some customers to order. You are going to find some people to join, but You're building your business now for the boom time. And that's what I want you to remember and understand that when the boom comes and you're like, seriously, you're going to be signing so many customers and teammates that you don't know what to do with yourself. And you're going to go, I'm so glad that I listened to Sarah and I worked my business through November and December and planted all these seeds. Like when I needed to go from emerald to triple diamond, I needed like 60 something distributors. And between me and my team, we obviously got all of that filled. I myself enrolled over 30 distributors in a 2-month period. Almost every single one of them was somebody that I had talked to in September, October, November, or December of the previous year. So I want that to make you guys realize that the boom season is going to come, and you can either be the person who is riding that momentum wave or is sitting on the sidelines watching other people ride it and go, I really wish that I had worked my business like I needed to in November and December. Spend the time with your family. On Thanksgiving, set your phone down and enjoy your family. On Christmas Eve, set your phone down and enjoy your family. But when you're not doing that, like, we don't work this business when we feel like it. We don't say that like, oh, I can work this business whenever I want. No, I work this business whenever I can. That's what I'm doing. We have the beauty of a business that we can take with us. So I don't have to go to a job where I'm not by my family and I'm not by my friends. I can work right there by my family and friends. Or, you know, I can say, okay, we're going to be with family from this time to this time. That means that before that I can work and after that I can work. Or if I know that there's going to be a couple of days where I can't work, then I'm going to really kick it up a notch the few days before that. And if you're a leader, make sure you're communicating that with your team. Like, hey guys, so I have this and this on these dates with my family. I'm not really going to be on my phone much. So if you need something from me, make sure you let me know before that. But like, don't be like, hey guys, I'm going to be gone for the month of December, so I'll see you in January. Like, don't be that leader. That's not like, nobody wants to follow that leader. And you don't want your team to be like, oh, cool, so we're all taking a break for December. See you in January. Because your paycheck's not going to be very pretty come January. So I want to encourage you guys, like I said, to work your business through the holidays and understand that we have a business that we can take with us, not a business that we can set down and pick up anytime we feel like it. Because if this is a business that you're constantly putting on the shelf and then taking back off, you're never going to get anywhere. And I mean, you can do that. If you're like, Sarah, I just want to make like $50 a month. Sure, work it when you feel like it. But if you're like, Sarah, I want to make $500 a month, sweetie, that's a job. Okay. A job pays you $500 a month. You want to make $500 a month. You got to show up. You got to do it consistently. You got to do it often. You got to do it well. And you can't take a month off and be like, well, what the heck happened? Where's the $1 paycheck? So yeah, the holidays are coming. Enjoy them. Enjoy your family, but keep working your business and trust that even if you're not enrolling people right now, or maybe you are enrolling people right now and you're doing everything that you can. You go to bed every single night and you're like, dude, I did everything I could today. I messaged as many people as I could. I posted as much as I could. Like, I feel good about today, but the enrollments just aren't happening, or they're not at the level that you need them to hit your goal, hit your promotion, whatever that may be. That's okay. All right. That it doesn't mean that you should go, well, you know what? Sarah said it's fine if I don't promote this month, so I'm going to take a break. Like, no, keep pushing, because people promote in November. I went Emerald in November of 2014. Jade went Presidential in November of 2014. People promote in November. So there's no reason that you can't do it. I'm just saying that if you feel like your business isn't doing what you want it to do, keep hustling, keep grinding, keep planting those seeds, get really, really good, like, master this craft, master it. Okay. This is your job. And I want you guys to look at it that way and go, okay, I need to do professional development. You know, I want my business to explode come January, February, and March. So right now I'm good with planting seeds, but I'm going to get really, really good at posting. I'm going to get really, really good and confident at having conversations with people. I'm going to get really good at, you know, maybe you want to do parties and you want to tap into that. Like, this is kind of that time when you can try those things out. Or you go, I want to get really good at taking pictures. So I'm going to spend these next couple of months making sure that I'm taking a lot of pictures and editing them and like kind of creating my brand so that when the boom time hits, I just have this system ready to go. Like I just feel a really confident groove in my business. This is the time to be doing that. So, and whatever you do, wherever you're at in your business, whether you're hitting goals left and right and just crushing the enrollments, like guys, there are people on this team who are killing it right now. So it definitely does not mean that you can't be enrolling like crazy. But if you, sorry, I'm getting distracted. But wherever you're at, whether you're crushing it or you're kind of riding the struggle bus right now, do not quit. Don't you dare do it, because you are going to feel so silly come January, February, and March when you watch the teammates that you left behind promoting like crazy, earning these insane bonuses that are for sure going to be announced at conference. Like every year they announce crazy bonuses that make people like ugly cry in public. They're so amazing. Yes, Nicole, Kristen, I'm seeing you guys in downline activity left and right. I know we're going to have, I think we're going to have a new diamond leader at the end of this month. I think we'll have a new emerald leader at the end of this month. Yeah, Annie's killing it. Brianna's killing it. I'm so proud of you guys. But just wherever you are at in this business, if you're brand new or you're feeling like you're struggling or you don't really know your place, just do not quit. Do whatever you can, plant the seeds, do the posts, get excited about this and get excited about what's to come, because January and February, March are going to blow up, and you do not want to be that person who quits and watches other people to go on and do amazing things. And you go, gosh, that could have been me. That could have been me. And, you know, I was that person who thought about giving up because my business wasn't doing what I wanted it to, or wasn't doing it as quickly as I wanted it to. And when I thought about quitting, I thought about the fact that there were going to be other people who went on to do amazing things. There were going to be other people who went on to hit the levels that I wanted to hit and earn the bonuses that I wanted to earn and live the life that I wanted to live. And how silly would I feel if I realized that I walked away from this $1 million opportunity just because things weren't happening on my timeline? Guys, I want to tell you something. Like, the timing of whether you believe in like the universe or fate or destiny or God, like that timing and your timing are not always the same. But the timing that things happen, it's exactly the timing that it was meant to happen in. You know, if you're not where you want to be yet, it's because you've got some lessons to learn. If you feel stuck, it's because you've got some stuff that you need to grow through and you need to develop through. Are you willing to stick it out and to grow through that, to get over that? Like, if you're feeling stuck, look around and go, what do I need to do better? What do I need to do better to get unstuck? The people who are successful, it is not luck. It is not luck. It is not fate. It is not destiny. Every single one of you who is watching this right now, you are capable of of being Ambassador Diamond. You are. It might take you 15 years while it takes somebody else 11 months, but it does not mean that someday you won't be an Ambassador Diamond if you stick with this long enough and you constantly grow and get better and learn and develop yourself and change, you know? And if 15 years from now you were making $35,000 a month, that's the average monthly paycheck for an Ambassador Diamond, wouldn't that still be worth it? Because how long would it take you working like a 9 to 5 to make $35,000 a month? I used to make $35,000 a year working 40 hours a week before taxes. So, and that wasn't like going to change. So even if it took you 15 years to reach that rank, wouldn't it be worth it? And it doesn't mean that in the meantime, you're not still making money. Like maybe right now you're stuck at $500 and you're like, well, I want to make $35,000. Like I can't settle for 500. Like, okay, well, you're making 500. Let's go for 1,000. And then let's go for 2,000. And then let's go for 4,000. And then let's go for 6. And we'll just work our way up from there. But like, there is such a thing as divine timing. And there is a bigger plan at work than the one that you have for yourself. And if you're feeling stuff, you've got to go through some stuff. You got to grow through some stuff. And I want to encourage you to do it. But whatever you do, do not quit. Take this time right now. make a dream board. You guys, if you haven't made a dream board yet, you got to make one, because it's so fun, and it's like very just relieving, and it opens you up to so many things. And I don't care if you get out, if you do it on Pinterest, or you buy a giant piece of poster board and you cut stuff out of magazines, but make a dream board and put stuff on it that's like super realistic, that you know for a fact, like, oh yeah, I can do that. Like, pay full in rent, or, pay for groceries in cash, or pay for Christmas in cash, or things like that. Like little things that would be important to you. Put those on your dream board. But then think about the big stuff too. Do you want to quit your job? Do you want to adopt a baby from Russia for $50,000? Do you want to go through IVF treatments, like fertility treatments, and pay cash for that? Do you want to pay off all of your student loans? Do you want to pay off your car? Do you want to, build your dream home, buy a dream home, and get into it? Be like, okay, like literally, how much does it cost? If I wanted to, like, if this is the home that I want to buy, go on realtor.com and start looking for the house that you want to buy, and in the area that you want to buy it, and find your exact house. I found my house. It's the exact house I'm going to have. And if it's not on the market when I'm ready to buy it, then I will build that exact house. So like, go on realtor.com if buying a house is important to you, or look at cars, know exactly how much that car costs, and put it on your dream board and go, okay, what do I need to do to make that happen? And just get excited about it. There is no company in the world that makes you dream, that encourages you to dream like this one. For me, when I first joined and people were like, make a dream board, I'm like, that's stupid. I'm pretty sure I did that when I was like 12 in middle school, like English class or something, homeroom, I don't know. Like, I'm not making a stupid dream board. And then everybody was making their dream boards and getting all excited and emotional about it. I was like, fine, I'll make a stupid dream board. I don't care if you take out a piece of paper and just list things that you want, or use a cute little font app on your phone and make a dream board on like WordSwag and put it as the background of your phone. Whatever you need to do, but and put dreams on it that are important to you. Like, don't put dreams on it that are important to your husband, because you're not going to work hard for your husband's dreams unless they're your dreams. So if your husband's like, hey honey, I want to quit my job, and you're like, no, I want you to keep working. Like, don't put retire your husband on your dream board, because you don't actually want that, and it's not going to motivate you. Or if he's like, honey, buy me a new truck, and you're like, mama's getting a BMW. Like, no, I'm not buying you a truck. So just put the things on your dream board that are important to you, and just have fun with it, and like, get excited, because in 2019, you're going to be checking some of that stuff off. Like, I wrote stuff down and I was like, that will never happen. And then like within the next year or two, I was like, oh my God, we did that. How did we do that? I don't even know how, but I wrote it down because it mattered to me. So yeah, make a dream board. Get a game plan in order, figure out like, realistic things that you want, little things that you want, big things that you want, and just have fun with it, and understand that right now, whatever season of your business that you are in, it may be that your business is flourishing, or maybe the girl next to you, her business is flourishing, and you're like, what the heck am I not doing that she's doing? Take this opportunity, this time, to grow and to learn and to be a student of the industry, and get on YouTube, watch Jade's videos, watch my videos, find out the people who are mass enrolling. Like, go on YouTube and search It Works mass enrolling distributors. Okay. You go, okay, I hear that making the most money and promoting happens by enrolling a lot of distributors. So I'm going to watch every video that I can find on YouTube on how to enroll a lot of distributors. That's what I did. That's what I did for months. I was watching different videos on people who went diamond in 30 days. I was like, how did you do that? How did you go diamond in 30 days? So I went on YouTube and I found these people, and they were talking about what they did and how they were having these conversations. And I just learned what they did, and I copied them, in my own style, in my own words, but that is how I learned. I didn't even have an enroller who was helping me. She basically took a hiatus after she signed me up, and then came back after 6 months and was helping me a little bit, and then disappeared again. So I was pretty much on my own. Every once in a while, Jade would message me and just be like, hey, how's Ruby going? I'm like, I don't know, I'm figuring it out. And that was pretty much it. So get on YouTube and learn. Or if you see somebody who's killing it in the team page, Because do not compare your journey to anybody else's. And when you look at somebody else succeeding, it should make you do nothing except be happy for them and be happy for you. Because if you see somebody else succeeding, you're like, cool, people are still killing it in this business. That means it's not too late for me to start killing it too. So, and don't be afraid to reach out to them. Be like, dude, you're killing it. Like, I just saw you in Diamond. That's so exciting. I'm so proud of you. And like a smidge jealous. Can you give me some tips? Can you just tell me what you're doing on a daily basis? Like, what are you messaging for distributors? How are you getting your team motivated? Like, whatever you feel like your struggle is and you see somebody else doing well, ask them how they're doing it. Never, ever compare yourself. Never let yourself look at somebody else's success in a way that makes you feel like icky, to where you're like, well, that's not fair that she gets to be a diamond and I'm just sitting here at a distributor and she just joined 40 seconds ago and I joined 40 years ago and she gets to be a diamond. Like, that's not fair. Like, you can't feel jealous about it. You need to feel inspired by it and go, okay, what can I learn from this person who is absolutely killing it? That is what I did. That is the secret. So, and then something else that I'm doing, I just found this YouTube video. I'm going to put the link in the comments, but it was like killer for me today. It's called a 10-minute guided gratitude meditation to attract wealth and abundance. Because I have a very short attention span. And if you guys have heard like the importance of the law of attraction and the law of abundance and positive affirmations and things like that, or even like praying, I can't even pray because I start to, and then I'm like thinking about my to-do list and thinking about who's doing what in the other room and that my dogs need fed and my cats are meowing at me. Like, I can't do anything. So I did this 10-minute guided meditation, and it walks you through positive affirmations, things that you want to speak over your life, over like whatever it is that you're working towards. And we did it today before the power hour, and I listened to it, and it was just 10 minutes, and it teaches you how to quiet your mind. And it's just like, nope, don't let yourself unfocus again. Like, your mind is starting to wander. Stop it. Like, you're fine. Just keep focusing. It was really, really good. And it's short, and it just repeats through these things. Like, I am so grateful for the things that I have, and I'm eager for more. And it just allows you to be happy with the place that you're in, but also hungry for where you want to go. So I really recommend you guys watching it. I'm going to watch it. Like, it's my plan to watch this every single day before I start working my business, because it's just going to open me up to so much. And success starts with the belief that success is possible. Like, if you don't believe that you are capable of being successful, you're not going to be successful. Like, it's not just going to be like, no, seriously, you can do this. Like, success isn't going to hunt you down. You have to believe it first. And then the how just kind of takes care of itself, as every single day you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to be a diamond. I don't know how I'm going to enroll 24 distributors, but I am. These people are going to come to me, and you just speak these things out over your life every day, and it just happens. It's amazing. And it's, realistically, it's because when you believe it, you act a different way, you post a different way, you talk to people a different way, and like, things just start to align for you to where, when you're hustling and you're grooving and you're like feeling on yourself and you're excited about your business and where it's going to go, and you're like, I don't know what's happening and I don't like know how it's going to happen, but I'm just excited about it and I'm grateful for the things that are coming to me. And like, things are just going to start aligning. All of a sudden, you're going to start having people come to you and say, hey, I've been seeing your posts. I'm ready to do this with you. And they're going to actually want to work, and it's going to be amazing. So yeah, you can either watch this YouTube video or you can find other YouTube videos. Watch The Secret if you haven't before. Like, right now is kind of like, if you're not in momentum now, like, some of you guys are killing it right now. You are in momentum right now, and it's awesome. And keep going. Don't lose it, because it is so hard to get momentum back after you've lost it. If you're not in momentum yet, I want you guys to picture yourself, being in like a slingshot. And what happens in order for a slingshot to go? It has to go back first. Okay, so you're in that period where you're kind of going back, and you're being prepared to be launched. And that's what's going to happen January, February, and March. So in this period where you're going back, I want you to take this time to really develop yourself, develop your mindset, set a routine for yourself. Guys, if you don't have a schedule for yourself, you need one. You need one. This is a job, okay? If you have a job, a 9-to-5 job, you have work hours, right? You have hours when you're expected to show up. You have deadlines for yourself. You have expectations. You have, specific roles that you are responsible for. You need to have that in your business because this is a job. If you want it to pay you like one. If you don't, that's fine. Do it whatever you want. But if you're serious about this making you a legitimate income, then you have to work this like it's a job. And for me, if I don't have a boss breathing over my shoulder and saying like, Sarah, you're late today, I need to be that person for myself. I made myself a daily routine. Like I wrote it all out. I planned my work hours around the boys' nap schedule. And then I also made sure that I left a couple of hours for family time. Sometimes it might mean staying up later. It might mean waking up earlier. And there's going to be days when you don't feel like doing it. Just like there's days when you don't feel like going to your full-time job, but you still go, right? So you still have to show up for your business if you want it to flourish and thrive the way that you want it to. So let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. And we're doing work Zooms every single day this month. And if they keep going well, I'm feeling great about them. It's basically just, that's the time that I was going to be working anyway. So I just pulled up Zoom so we could all work together. We do an early morning one. We do a noon to 2 Central Time. And then we do a late night one, which there's going to be one right after this starting at 9. And then I think it goes to 10. And they're with Diamond and Above leaders. And we just kind of give you guys a flow for what we're doing for the work. For the time period, and then you just work, and we have like inspirational music in the background or motivational speakers or the manifestation stuff. I have podcasts playing sometimes, and we just work. We message people, we follow up, and then for me, like that's my time to get out new messages and time to get out follow-ups, and then the rest of the day I'm responding to the people who are having conversations with me. I'm posting about the business, I'm posting about the products, I'm posting about my life, and I'll watch trainings here and there as Jade's going live or people are doing stuff that's helpful. Hi, buddy. So yeah, get yourselves a routine. And if you're like, I only have like 1 hour a day to where I can commit to this, then okay, that 1 hour has to be the hour for this every day. Or think about where, what in my life is not giving me a paycheck that I can sacrifice for the next 90 days or next 120 days to get to where I want to be. Can I stop watching Netflix for an hour a day and use that time to build my business instead? Can I wake up an hour earlier? Can I stay up an hour later? Can I drop the kids off at my mom's house for a couple of hours a few times a week so that I can use that time to work? Whatever you can make available to yourself, then set yourself that schedule and then hold yourself accountable to it. Samantha asked, my boyfriend was wanting to ask what he can do to help my business kick off. So for me, Matt, I just tag Matt in all my posts. So all of my posts show up on his Facebook and he approves them. So all of his friends are seeing my stuff too. And every once in a while he would have somebody reach out to him asking about it. And then he would direct them to me. And then he also he uses the products. So when he was working, he would drink, drink greens around them and people would be like, what is that? Or drink the collagen around people or energy around people. And they ask about it and he just tells them a little bit about it. He had product catalogs with him at work. He had Blitz cards. He had my website information. So he would just talk to people about the stuff basically face to face. The other thing was when Matt had a lot of downtime, I would send him a message and I would give him my login information for Facebook or Instagram. And I would say, start sending this message out on Instagram or start sending this message out on Facebook. And I would tell him who to message. Or just following and adding. I would be like, just anytime that you have time, can you get into my Instagram and follow some people? And I tell him an account to go to follow people or where to add people on Facebook. Or just interacting for you. If you give him your login information on your Facebook and your Instagram, he can get on there and he can just scroll through your newsfeed and comment and like. on stuff, and that'll really help your algorithm. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna end this, and then we have our leader Zoom, which is gonna have to be quick because I let them use my Zoom information for the power hour that starts at 9. So if you guys are pushing for a promotion this month, I'm gonna end this, and then we're gonna start the new Zoom. But for everybody else, I'm just really, really proud of you. I'm so excited for you. If you're new, welcome to the team. And just whatever you're going through, like, stick it out, keep hustling, because it's going to pay off eventually. All right, bye guys.